Alright, what is going on, you guys? So I wanted to give you guys a more in-depth grocery haul, and not just a typical grocery haul, but show you guys what I eat throughout the week in order to gain muscle, get lean, get in very good shape, right? Still be able to fuel yourself properly for running and actually training more so like an athlete and not a fucking bodybuilder, while still being able to enjoy life, enjoy the actual meals you're eating, get a little bit creative with it, you feel me? And still be able to eat out, travel, do all these things, and still get progress, okay? So the number one thing that I'm gonna say first is that you can travel and do all those things and still get in really good shape, right? It's all about systems and structure, and especially with the meal plans, like this is the same shit I tell my clients. If you're trying to get in shape and you're being so damn strict with your meal planning and you're not going out anymore, you're not eating out anymore, doing all these things, it's gonna become a thing to where you adapt that all or nothing mindset, which very, very little people can handle. Some people can, right? But if you adapt that mindset, you're gonna get burnt out after the first month. And that's why some of you guys probably watching this try to get on a diet, try to go to the gym, but you're being so strict on yourself that you end up quitting after that month and then going in these cycles of gaining weight, losing weight, and you end up like this for years. And then some of you just ultimately quit, which I don't blame you. So, number one thing, when you're cutting down and you wanna lose fat and still gain muscle, right? You need to be eating in a calorie deficit. There's no other way around it. I tell my clients too, and this is most of the time, most of the case, what happens, when they first come to me, they're like, hey, Miles, like, you know, I'm eating clean, I'm eating this amount of macros, but I'm still stuck in this range. I've been stuck for months, years now, right? It's all about calories. And I tell people, it's like, you can try keto, you can try carnivore, you can try fucking ricivore, whatever fucking diet you see online, but if you're not tracking your calories and you're not in that deficit, you might lose 5, 10, maybe 15 pounds, maybe, just because you're eating cleaner now, but because you're not tracking everything correctly, you're gonna get to a point where you hit that wall and plateau, and you're not gonna be able to get out of it or know what to do to get out of it, you feel me? So that is number one. Now, as you're cutting down and losing fat, you really only need that 0.7 range per grams per pound per body weight as far as protein, right? So I'm 170, every single day I'm only getting around like 130, maybe 140 grams of protein. Like that's literally all you need. You're not gonna lose muscle, you're not gonna get small, you just have to train hard as fuck and be a dog in the gym, which is a whole nother topic. But the rest of your calories in your deficit, you wanna fill with carbs. Carbs don't make you fat, they don't make you gain weight. Your body needs that, especially if you wanna train more like an athlete again, get into running, do all these things. You have to fuel your body properly, and if you're barely having any carbs, especially in a cut, then hell yeah, you're gonna lose all your muscle and be weak as shit because you're not fueling yourself properly, you feel me? So, this right here is a grocery haul. I'm gonna give you guys a rundown of what I eat throughout the day. I also got my vitamins, my supplements, and I'm gonna keep this straight to the point, be real with y'all, simple, just like how I always do through my content. So number one, protein sources, right? One of my favorites is Greek yogurt. It really keeps you full. It's full of healthy pre and probiotics, which is really good for your gut, right? But more importantly, I like making Greek yogurt bowls with it. I might have some oats. I might mix in a scoop of protein powder just to get a little bit more protein. But if I'm in a place where I'm busy or I got something to do or I'm just not like too hungry, I'll also make Greek yogurt shakes out of it. That way I can just kind of drink the calories instead and just make everything 20 times easier, okay? Next protein, I feel like it's a staple, eggs packed with so many essential vitamins, and it also has a good source of healthy fats too as well. I usually have that with some like sweet potatoes or maybe in the morning the Greek yogurt shake or maybe a slice of toast with avocado. You know, just something very simple. I usually mix in some good seasoning too as well, which is what I have here, some butter garlic, and maybe a little bit of Gouda cheese as another source of healthy fats, but that's really it. Now, my other source of protein, which I've already made yesterday for my meal prep, is just ground beef or ground turkey. I feel like that's a staple. You need some type of meat in your diet. Like there's no reason for you to be skipping it. So you definitely need that too as well. Always go for the 93.7. That way it's a little bit less in calories and higher in protein for what you're getting out of it. Now, next protein source, I don't recommend taking it every single day, but only if you need it, is protein powder. Now, the reason why I say that is when it comes to your nutrition, what you're eating in general, you feel me? You want to get it from the most cleanest, whole food, regular food sources possible before you start taking in any protein. Like so many of you guys are hitting your protein goal, but half of it is coming from fucking protein powder or protein bars or I had a client send me protein Pop-Tarts. I almost had an aneurysm, okay? Like you need to get it from actual high quality sources. That matters so much more than you trying to hit 200-300 grams of protein a day, but half of it is coming from this shit, you feel me? So that's the biggest thing. Now, what I feel like is a sleeper and one of my main protein sources too as well is tilapia. It is literally 110 calories for one serving. and 25 grams of protein. You just throw it on a skillet with some avocado spray or olive oil if you're not really trying to track your calories. Very easy to make. Put some butter garlic seasoning on it. It tastes good as fuck. Now, for my final protein source is tuna. Now, if you guys know me, you've been following me for like a while on my Instagram, you know I fucking am obsessed with tuna. Like, I get mine from Aldi's, and I kid you not, like, one can is 140 calories, 33 grams of protein. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Why is tuna not in your diet? So, like I said, as far as protein and everything else in general too as well, your macros, get it from real food sources, not protein Pop-Tarts, not protein bars. You need it from real sources. Now, going into carbs, okay? Again, carbs don't make you fat. They're not bad for you. On a typical day, I'm probably averaging around 200 minimum grams of carbs every single day because of how active I am. I haven't been running as much recently because I've been dealing with knee tendonitis, but back when I was doing my marathon prep and just running a lot more consistent in general, doing 30, 40-mile weeks, my carbs were super, super high because you need it for energy in the gym. You need it to recover properly. Carbs are so fucking important. So getting into my personal sources, a staple, jasmine rice. I shouldn't even have to explain that. White rice, very easy to make. Next, for my Greek yogurt shakes and smoothies, is a frozen fruit blend. I really don't like getting just like regular fruit because it goes bad after 2 fucking days because I don't know what Bill Gates is making these fucking fruits out of days. FBI, don't come for me. And then same thing with my Greek yogurt shakes and my Greek yogurt bowls. I have some dark chocolate and sea salt granola to add in. And then occasionally I'll get blueberries too as well as like my actual fruit source. But other than that, occasionally I don't like make them too much, but I also will have sweet potatoes or regular potatoes. I think they're very good too as well. And then other than that, one thing I want to put you guys on with game, which will make such a fucking big difference in actually being able to train hard, have high intensity lifts, and really put on some fucking quality muscle, is you need to have a small pre-workout carb source 30 to 60 minutes before your lifts, and in order for you to actually have that energy to train hard. Like, so many of you guys are hitting the gym and you've been stuck in a certain position for so long because you're not training hard. You need mechanical tension in order to get stronger, grow your muscle, do all this shit, right? So it's like, the way I look at it, and I tell my clients this too as well, when you're actually training hard and you have intensity and you're training to failure, right? The last 5 to 6 reps on any exercise on a set till failure are the most important and the most stimulating, right? Basically meaning, if this whole time you're not fueling properly and you're going to the gym fasted, and let's just say you're doing barbell curls and you get 10 reps with a 70-pound bar, but this time around, you actually fueled yourself properly and had some pre-workout carbs, you had a little bit of hydration with electrolytes, and now you go do that same exercise the next day or next week, and you got 15 reps, that means those additional 5 reps you got on that movement, the 10 reps you were already doing, it didn't mean shit this whole time. That's why every little thing matters so much, and you guys don't think about it like that. So, for my pre-workout carb source, I love having right now cream of rice. I love this brand. It's called Elevate. So it's gluten-free, so very easy on the stomach, but it's a very easy 30 grams of carbs. If you mix this in with, first of all, a scoop of protein just to get in for the day. You don't really need protein before or after your workouts, but just to get it in for the day. Mix that with the protein powder and then some blueberries or like a banana as another fruit with some raw honey. You will have the most intense, high energy lifts you will ever have. And again, that makes the biggest fucking difference. So that's really it for carbs. Again, you should be having a shit ton of carbs every single day, especially if you're trying to cut down. Limit yourself on the protein a little bit. You don't need that much. Fill the rest of your calories with carbs and your body will turn into a fucking calorie burning machine. And it'll help so much with increasing your metabolism and being able to get away with eating out, traveling, and doing all these things. You guys don't think about it like that, you feel me? So as far as the other macros, healthy fats, really I get it through my eggs, but the only other source that I really get it through is just avocados, which I'm literally making right now for my post-workout meal, some ground beef, avocados, and white rice. That's really it, don't overcomplicate it. Now, going into supplements, this is different from vitamins. I'm talking about supplements first. The only supplements that I personally recommend that you need is, again, sometimes protein powder if you really need it, but it needs to be an actual good quality source of whey protein. But other than that, you need electrolytes, bro. You need to have it, especially if you work out in the morning. When you wake up, that's when your body's in the most dehydrated state possible. You need to be taking electrolytes to actually hydrate yourself properly. Water is not enough. Electrolytes have potassium, magnesium, and sodium in it, which is like the 3 electrical currents that actually hydrate you, and it makes a very big difference. I'll usually have a scoop of BPN's electrolytes, very fucking good flavor too as well. about like 20, 30 minutes before my workout. Or sometimes I'll sip it during my workout, and it makes such a big difference. On top of that, you guys probably know creatine. It's not fucking dangerous. It's not anything like that. Just make sure you're drinking a good amount of water. But I will tell you guys, I tell my clients this too as well. If you're cutting down right now, and you're, obviously looking at the scale every single morning when you start taking creatine, the water weight and water retention is going to play with it a little bit. So if you do notice a slight weight gain, it's definitely coming from the water retention from your creatine. And as far as the last supplement, obviously pre-workout, like we're all fucking gym fiends. The one I've been using recently is Beyond Raw Lit. I really, really like it. There's really no crash afterwards. Very good formula. It has creatine in it too as well, L-citrulline, other things that make you get a better pump. But obviously, again, like, yes, it does give you energy from the caffeine, but your main energy is going to come from that pre-workout carb source, which makes a big fucking difference. Then, vitamins, you need to split it up between morning and nighttime. Now, obviously, for the specific reason of there is certain vitamins that help out with sleep, but a lot of you guys don't know that certain vitamins actually compete for absorption with each other. So if you're having this big ass stack and you're taking everything at once, you're really not taking in as much as you think or being able to absorb as much as you think because they are competing. So what I take every single morning is vitamin C, omega-3 fish oils. We got a basic multivitamin. We got CoQ10, and then K2 and D3, and then vitamin B12. I'll take that usually after my post-workout meal right now around like 11 o'clock. I can't take vitamins first thing in the morning. It really upsets my stomach. So I take it after I get in my workout and then some food in me. And then at nighttime, magnesium glycinate is such a fucking essential. You will get so much better quality sleep. It is not even funny. And there's like 200 to 300 different enzyme reactions in your body that magnesium helps with. So it's like not just for sleep, which is like the main thing, but you fucking need it. And then I'll pair that with about 20 to 30 milligrams of zinc. Now, guys, if you're on a cut right now and you're trying to get in shape, again, don't be so fucking hard and strict on yourself. Yes, you want to eat clean whole foods just like this, but find what works for you. Find what foods you actually like, something that you can be consistent with. And I know eating clean is still somewhat boring in general, just trying to be creative with it. But the main way that you're going to be able to enjoy it is, again, finding foods that you like, but, having good seasonings, having good low-calorie sauces to actually make it taste better. I don't know if I'm saying that because I'm black, but it's true. When I make my meal plans for my clients, I give them a full low-calorie sauce list. I give them a full seasonings list. I ask on the calls, hey, what foods are you familiar with? What foods do you like? Obviously, I'm going to incorporate my thinking and my way of eating, obviously, to get you to where you want to be. But it's like, we're not going to make this meal plan miserable for you. Let's make it enjoyable. Let's figure out how many meals you can actually reasonably have every single day around your job, lifestyle, schedule, just to make things 20 times easier. Like, this shit is not hard. And in order for you guys to have that balance, if you're eating clean like this 80% of the time, you can go out to eat once or twice a week. You can go travel, go on vacation, have drinks, and still get in top tier shape. My clients come to me because I'm not some average ass coach. For one, I actually care. But two, so many people come to me because I show them that you can have both. That fitness isn't supposed to be restrictive. Like, my whole motto is fitness should equal freedom. You should be able to enjoy your life, still travel, do all these things, and be able to get in shape at the same time. And if my clients can do it, so can you. So again, guys, like, don't overcomplicate it. I hope at least one of you guys got some really good knowledge out of all this. And obviously with the eating out and things too, like, there is certain habits and mechanisms that I teach my clients in order to have them still make incredible progress while doing these things, like intermittent fasting, portion sizes when eating out, staying away from certain things, right? Being able to have a big going out to eat dinner that night before, and then waking up and doing the workout fasted because their body's still sitting on all those extra calories and carbs. Like, there's so many things I teach my clients, that certain drinks to stay away from in order for them to still live life, still get in the best shape they want to be, build these habits and discipline for themselves, and just get themselves to where they want to be physically. So, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, man. Got some knowledge out of all of it. This next week for the Week in the Life vlog is going to be crazy. I'm getting a full fucking tattoo sleeve tomorrow. I got some big updates with the coaching app I've been working on. It's almost finished. So much shit just coming up, man. And yeah, so if you're interested in coaching, find my Instagram, Mylesharrisfit, DM me hybrid. We'll talk about your goals, get you on the call, talk about everything you can book with me. But other than that, man, again, I hope you guys enjoyed this, got some value out of it. I'll see you guys in the Week in the Life vlog.